this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you could play a song called Big Girls Don't Cry by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And we're going to start off with kind of our intro progression on a G major chord. Although you'll hear this cool little bass line. If you wanted to kind of follow that, you could play third on the low E string, and then fifth on the A, and then third fret on the A, and then fifth fret on the A. So kind of this G, D, C, D could be kind of a cool way to kind of intro the tune, just kind of working that idea. Or the chords that would back that up would start on a G major chord. And we play G major. First finger goes to A on the second fret, second finger on the low E string third fret, and third finger on the high E string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about putting the third finger on the B string third, pinky on the high E string third, and kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G we'd be going to a D major chord. We play D major. First finger goes to the G on the second fret, second finger on the high E second fret, third finger on the B string third fret, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the second finger and making that a D suspended second, or you could add in the pinky on the high E string and make that a D sus and kind of say some things around D chords. And then from the D we'd be going to a C major chord. We play C major. First finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D string second fret, and third finger on the A string third fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds a C major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the first finger, making that a C major 7, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third, make it a C major 9, or another way to play C major 9 is to do first finger on the D second, second finger on the A string third, third finger on the B string third, and the pinky on the high E string third, and kind of working that for your C. And that may make it a little bit easier to get back to the D and then the G. And that way you got kind of the third finger in the same place as kind of an anchor between those chords. And you could work it as just a down idea, just like that. G, D, C, D. Or you could kind of fill time with downs, kind of a 4 down on each chord. Kind of work it that way, and I'm adding a little bit of muting to that. Just kind of make that a little bit sneaky. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the G and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you can kind of work it through that intro as kind of just a down, down, up of that strum pattern on each chord. Or you could half it and kind of do a G with a down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, D on the up, down, G on the down, down, D on the up, down, C on the down, down, D on the up, down, up. Or a cool variation of that is a down, up, down, up, down, up. Where you have G down, up, down, down, G down, up, down, down. Kind of half that the same way, kind of G, D, C, D, G, D, C, D. Then we'll be going into our main verse idea. And our main verse starts on the G, and then we go to an E minor chord. We play E minor. First finger stays on the A string second, second finger on the D string second, and if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. Now you may also want to take the third finger and add it in on the B string third fret, pinky on the high E string third fret, make that kind of an E minor 7 idea. That might make it a little bit easier to get back to the C and back to the D. You basically have that halving idea, so you can kind of work kind of that down idea through that verse, or you could do the down, down, up, down, up, kind of that down, down, up on each one, or you could have the strum pattern G minor, C, D, or down, up, down, C, D, or you can mix it up between those ideas, and that could be kind of a cool way to kind of work it too. Chord that helps lead into our bridge part. And our bridge starts on an E major chord. And we play E major. First finger goes to the G on the first fret, second finger on the A string second fret, and third finger on the D string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also want to dig on kind of lifting the third finger and making that an E7 chord, or you could take the pinky and kind of add it in on the B string third and kind of work that as an E7 chord. And then from the E we go to an A major chord. We play A major. First finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and third finger on the B string second fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord. Although you may kind of dig on lifting the second finger and making that an A7. Or you could readjust the fingers and kind of add in the pinky on the high E third for an A7. And then from the A, we'd be going to a D major chord. And then from the D, actually, there's this cool little hit, almost like our intro, where you do kind of the G, D, C, D. It's kind of a tag. So we tried our bridge with our strum pattern. We have the E, that bridge, we'd be going back into our verse idea. Now, one other thing you may want to think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, of the down, down, up, or the down, up, down, up, you throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the D, you'd have D for the bass. And when we get to the E for the bridge, we'd have low E for the bass. And on the A, we'd have the A for the bass. We tried that next verse and kind of our solo part, kind of working just basses into it. We had G, E minor, C, D. So you can do just kind of bass down on each chord. Or you could add basses with the halving idea. G, E minor, C, D. Low E bass, E minor, C, D. And we have a solo kind of started from there. Kind of keeping that same progression going on. To our next bridge. So we tried that next bridge with basses. We'd have E with low E bass. Then we got our hits, kind of D, D, C, D. And then from there, then we'd be going into our last verse. And we kind of just do that progression 4 times on that last verse. G, E minor, C, D. Our outro, which is a little bit more like our intro. We got kind of G, D, C, D, G, D, C, D, G, D, C, D, G, D, C, D, and then we fade out, but I think I'll play a big G at the very end, maybe a clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Big Girls Don't Cry by Frankie Valli. So good luck!